Hello, health warriors, and welcome to the first day of our 2-month intermittent fasting challenge. This is going to be so much fun. You're going to learn so much from me and from each other and from learning about health and getting into it. What I want for you is to be healthy. So whatever your goals are, as long as you get healthier, I will be so happy. So whether you're new to intermittent fasting or whether you've done it before and you're just looking for something new, everybody is welcome, and it's really great to have you here. Okay, so we're going to talk first about our fasting window. A fasting window is the window of time, the set number of hours during the day that you fast for. And of course, fasting means not eating anything. And we'll go into that in another video. We'll go into what to do while you are fasting. But the fasting window, just remember, it's a time of in the day or overnight that you eat nothing. And then the rest of the day is your eating window. So that's the window of time that you allow yourself to eat. And of course, this channel is all about healthy living. So we're expecting you to eat healthy foods during your window. We're not going to talk at this stage about how often to eat, whether you start in the morning and go all the way through eating every hour. That's not what we're talking about in this video. I'm just explaining that there's a window of time to eat and a window of time to fast. We're not at this point talking about how often to eat, but what we will do is we'll talk about how long you'll fast for and how long you'll eat for. So what I'll do today with you is to introduce you to 3 options of fasting and eating windows. And this isn't the time to make a decision, not today, but it's just introducing you to what the options are. The first option is a really great option for beginners, and that's the 12-12. And what that means is that your window that you're allowed to eat during is 12 hours, and the window that you're going to fast for is also 12 hours. And that's the ideal place for a beginner to start. The next option is the 14-10 window. And that means that for 14 hours, you will fast. And for 10 hours, you will be available to you for eating. And during that time, as I said, you'll be eating healthy food. And this is a slightly more advanced option than the one that we've already spoken about, because you'll be fasting for an extra 2 hours and you will have to obviously fit that into your lifestyle and your day. And then the final option for the purposes of this challenge is the 16-8 fasting and eating window. That means you're going to be fasting for 16 hours and only eating for 8 hours. Or not eating continuously. You'll be having the available window in which to eat will be going for 8 hours. And that's a much more advanced option. Mostly people who get to there have tried the shorter windows before. And just so that you know, there are more kinds of intermittent fasting, but they are not for beginners. So what we are doing during this challenge is we are doing this for beginners. And it's very important that you realize there's no one size fits all. Some people are good with longer periods of fasting and shorter periods of eating, whereas other people need to eat for a longer period. It's individual. It's up to you to find out what works best for your body and for your family and for your lifestyle. And that's why we're giving ourselves a good 2 months to work this thing out for ourselves. I'm going to give you a tip though, and this tip is really something you should take to heart. If you have any health issues at all, it's a very good idea to go and speak to a professional and get some professional advice about your eating and your fasting windows, because it may not be good for you to be doing the option that you would like to choose. So you really need to get some professional input from your doctor, from your clinic, from your dietitian, from whoever it is that you regularly see in terms of what you eat. If you don't see anybody, then your doctor or your clinic would be the best place to start, because they know you, they know your health, they know your health conditions. And one has to be careful when you are fasting for longer than what you have been used to. So please get professional advice. Now, a lot of you will be here because you've heard that intermittent fasting is good for weight loss, and yes, it may be. It just depends on your body. You may have noticed that after you've got to 50, and some of you are even into your 60s and 70s and 80s, you will have realized that what used to work for you in the past doesn't necessarily work for you anymore in terms of health. So we are not here only for weight loss. We are here to get to know our bodies better, to get to understand how our body works and what your body likes and what its preferences are and what it feels like to be healthier. And the good thing is that we're in this together. We're doing this as a community. If you've come later to the challenge, get a group of friends together to do it with you, or get some online friends. Get your WhatsApp friends, get your Facebook Messenger friends, get your church friends. Get a group of people together if you've missed the initial challenge, and do the challenge with friends. It's so important that you work as a community and that you share with each other. That's really the secret to success. All right, now with any challenge, a challenge is a hard thing. That's what a challenge is. And the challenge has steps along the way. And each time you watch one of these videos, you're going to have something to do. You're going to take another step. So there's 2 steps for you today. The first one is to have a look at your 3 fasting options that I've given you and try and get some clarity about which one you think would be best for you. As I said, you don't have to make a firm decision today, but it's important that you start thinking about which fasting window you want to do. Do you want to do the 12-12? Do you want to do the 14-10? Or do you want to do the 16-8? Chat to your friends about it. It's really important to get their input, because they may understand you better than you understand yourself. They may understand better what your restrictions are, what your abilities are, what your strengths are, and what your weaknesses are. And so it's really important that you get your family thinking about this as well, and your friends that are going to support you. And if you are living in a family where their meals and your meals have to work together, it's very important to get their support. You don't want them trying to get you to eat something during your fasting window. So what you could even do is to share this video with them so that they can see what you are talking about, and they can see about this journey that you are getting yourself onto. So that's the first step, the first action step that I want you to take, is to think about and talk about with each other which fasting option you think would suit you best. And then the second thing that I want you to do today, the second action that I want you to do, is to make sure that this challenge will be safe for you. Go and speak to your doctor, speak to your clinic, speak to your health provider, and make sure that this is appropriate for you. And if you've got any questions, please reach out. I will read the comments and I will answer them as well as I can. Just make sure you tag me in my name into the comments to make sure that I see them. But I will go through them. I will have a look at the comments, and I will certainly try and get back to you to answer your questions. Ask away. That's what we're here for. This is really exciting, because if you are going on a health transformation, if you are transforming your health, you're transforming the goodness that's around you and the goodness that's in you. There's nothing at our age group, there's no better gift we can give ourselves and to give each other than to try and improve our well-being and our health. And there's a lot we can do through eating to improve our eating and then to improve our health because of that. All right, are you ready? Let's do it. We're starting the journey today. And remember to click on the like button as well. And I'll see you next time. Bye.